Libra, hey Libra. Today you are most compatible with Virgo. You may be in the mood to collaborate or you may work well with a partner or partners today, okay? 9 p.m. could be important for you today or maybe tomorrow. I'm recording for you on Thursday. It is just after 11 a.m. as I record for you on Thursday, Libra. Thursdays are the energies of Jupiter. Jupiter brings about your wisdom, your growth, expansion, happiness, abundance. Um, what else was I gonna say? I forgot. It went right out of my head. Oh, positive shifts in the energies, Libra. You'll look nice in the color peach. The fruit peach may appear in your day if you see a peach, eat a peach, have a peach for lunch, watch Peach matching McIntyre, something like that. I don't know, friend. The color peach, okay? I know a lot of them act like they don't like peach, but they whole channels be dedicated to peach. You look on their channel, every video they ever made is about peach, but you don't like her, friend. The psychology says that's not how this works, okay? When you don't like something, you don't talk about it. And you definitely don't dedicate your whole entire life to it. But I digress. Libra, color peach. Your good luck number for today is the number one. Ones are beginnings, right? Accomplishments, achievements, new things, newness or beginnings. So hey, hi, hello, good morning, Libra. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy, productive, and creating good karma for yourselves, Libra. I know most of you are. If you have come to the Couture place to steal, copy, duplicate, or plagiarize my words or my background or anything that I do here, friend, don't do that. Because if you steal on YouTube, you steal in real life. And I know you don't want to be branded as a common thief, friend. Thank you, Libra. I think they know who they are. They know who they are, Libra. I know it's not most of y'all. Either way, Libra, we're going to do a quick energy read and look at the overall energies you may encounter in your day-to-day activities as you go about your day today. We'll see what's causing the energy, how you appear in the energies, and then we'll look at how the energies may or may not impact you, and then we'll look at the outcome. I was going to do the money messages first, but because I do those in elements, I decided to do the individual signs first. Libra, you guys always have the most views and the most hypes. If you haven't hyped already, friend, go ahead and do so. So I decided to start with you guys as always, but I'll do money messages later today. So let's see, Libra. Make sure you check out your other channel, Couture Libra, as well, because I'm going to post an individual money message for you there. You'll have an element read over here, okay? So, all right. Let's see. So, Libra, there's always a timestamp in the comments of all my videos where you can forward through to where we get to the first card here, okay? So, the overall energy here is financial constraints. And at the bottom of the deck, you have your seventh chakra, which is your crown chakra. The thinking man is behind the crown chakra journey, traveling or taking a trip. Maybe being nervous, maybe you could be the thinking man, being that it is air energy. You know, Libra, traditionally you're the queen of swords. The thinking man would be the king of swords. But this could be someone around you that's a little worried about traveling, or you could be worried about traveling to see this man or something like that. We'll see, Libra. But journey, anxiety, the thinking man. Now, the overall energy being financial constraints and your seventh chakra, that energy is being caused by the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is a deception, a betrayal, someone that's intentionally being deceptive. They've put a lot of planning into being deceptive or trying to get away with something, maybe sneaky, you know? It's very intentional and it's very strategic, very well thought out. You are appearing, Libra, as the Page of Cups. Very naive, very innocent. And well, maybe not that innocent, maybe not that naive either, because you're in the Two of Wands. You're planning as well. Someone's being very strategic, but the Two of Wands is planning as well. Making decisions, making plans to travel. There's something about traveling here, or maybe leaving home. And the outcome is the Emperor. The Emperor is a different energy than the thinking man, but the Emperor is someone that's in charge. It's connected here to this Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is, kind of waiting for money, which kind of makes sense with the overall energy being financial constraints, some sort of financial discomfort, or maybe a hardship of some sort. Especially when you're used to being the Empress, Libra. Any amount of I don't have it makes you uncomfortable, friend. Like, no, I'm going to get it though. So maybe waiting for someone. Let's see. You're in the Page of Cups. Very intuitive, very very curious, but very naive. I feel like there's some sort of lie or deception in regards to money. Maybe you kind of know what's happening and you're still just being a little nice about it. What's the Seven of Swords? What's the Seven of Swords about for Libra? Look at that. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is investigating, looking up information. The Page of Swords is another energy of being very curious. Only the Page of Cups is curious in the sense that they kind of daydream. The Page of Swords is a very tangible. They're actually going to physically look for the facts, the evidence, the proof, the receipts, if you will, right? The Page of Swords is ultimately a message. Someone's that's having to make a mental or logical decision. But the Seven of Swords with the Page of Swords, again, I feel like there's a lot of planning, research going into whatever this deception is. Look at that, Libra. Behind the Page of Swords is the Three of Swords. Heartache, sadness, some sort of emotional. So there's a financial discomfort that's causing an emotional discomfort because someone is doing something intentionally here. Look at that. There's that daydreamy energy, the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, Nine of Wands, Ten of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Fool. I feel like there's someone being really the Six of Wands. You're like, but I'm going to win in the end. I was asking what's the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is the Six of Wands. I'm like, Libra, why are you the Page of Cups and the Ten of Cups? And you're like, I'm cool, friend. I promise. I'm good. The Six of Wands is, very proud, feeling very accomplished. The Six of Wands is the energy of someone who sets out to achieve a goal. To achieve a goal. Did I say that? I'm not sure how I said it, but mission accomplished. They do, right? Feeling, very proud, very confident, very victorious. Victory, success. Maybe you did, achieve a goal, and now you're planning on what you're going to do next, where you're going to go next, where you're going to travel. Again, the Two of Wands being the energy of planning or traveling, or what's your next idea, what's your next move, what are you going to do next. Maybe you're needing to put a little bit of, sneakiness and research into your travel plans. Look at that. I'm still on the Page of Cups and the Six of Wands. It's the Queen of Swords. So, I mean, is you, friend? You said I told you I'm good. The Six of Wands, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, again, very logical. Eight of Swords. the Star, and then the Ace of Cups. Wherever there was confusion, I think, Libra, your reading yesterday, there was a lot of anxiety, a lot of thinking, being worried about something. And that Eight of Swords, that energy is, clearing up now with the Star and the Ace of Cups. Again, another new beginning, planning a new beginning. I think your number for today was 1. So, what's the Seven of Pentacles about? Well, who's the Emperor? And why are you waiting on the Emperor? So the Emperor is a hanged man, right? So if you're waiting for someone to give you money, someone that owes you money, again, they're not a good. The hanged man is a traitor, right? The hanged man has intentionally set out to betray someone. The Seven of Swords, it's the same energy that they intentionally, it's very strategic, right? The hanged man, you guys know the story of the hanged man. So again, I'm not making it up. The next energy after the hanged man is the Death card. Just Google the hanged man as the traitor. I'm not making it up, okay? But ultimately, people like to skip why the hangman is hanging there and say, oh, he's hanging there for wisdom and enlightenment. Wrong. They're hanging there because they did something pretty dang bad, right? They've gotten caught. They only feel bad because they've gotten caught. And now they have to sit on punishment and think about what they did. Some of them may be enlightened by, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But other people, not so much. They'll stick to their guns that they weren't wrong. And continue to be delusional. I feel like you're waiting for someone that's really not a good person. Intentionally. The Seven of Swords, Page of Swords, Three of Swords, the Hanged Man. Someone intentionally has you waiting. What's the Seven of Pentacles about? The Thinking Man, Aquarius, Capricorn. You have Virgo, Aries, Taurus here as well. Pisces. So the Seven of Pentacles, look at that. The Four of Swords, it's still a delay, breaking, taking a break, resting, right? I feel like whatever this financial constraint is, Libra, you're in the crown chakra energy. You know that someone is intentionally creating delays with your money. And it's all attached to whoever this emperor is. There's someone that is in a position of power, authority, that oversees a huge way of how you receive your finances. But you know this. You're in the crown chakra. You know it for certain. And you're in your natural energy, the Queen of Swords. What's the Hanged Man about? Whatever this journey is, or wherever you're planning to travel, I feel like someone's delaying your money on purpose, maybe to keep you from leaving. It's very intentional. The Hangman, look at that. Look at that. The Three of Wands. That's the new opportunity that comes after the Two of Wands. You're planning to take a trip. You're planning. The Three of Wands is the energy of your ships coming in, right? In the Two of Wands, you're planning. In the Three of Wands, you can see the ships coming in. I like to paint the picture of receiving a job offer today, but the job doesn't start until next month, right? And I ask, what's the Hanged Man about? Someone's intentionally delaying your travel plans, your forward movement, your new beginning, right? Before you can be the Two of Wands or the Three of Wands, you have to be the Ace of Wands. I said your number for today is number 1. You're appearing as the Six of Wands. And if you notice in this depiction of the Six of Wands, there's 5 wands behind you. 5 wands behind you, right? You're holding that one wand, that here, the wand of victory and success, the new beginning, the new idea, or whatever this is. The 5 of Wands is in the background. That 5 of Wands is jealousy. And someone's jealous, and they're intentionally creating delays because they're jealous. Look at that. The King of Swords. And the King of Swords is the same energy as this Thinking Man. It's someone that's in a position of authority, okay? So, Libra, we'll do more energy reads for now. I think that you're quite aware of what's happening here. So, it's no need to keep saying the same things over and over again. Make sure you have your notifications on. I'm going to do money reads and love readings. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sharing your energy. Like, comment, hype, subscribe, all of those free ways. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.